It is still Wednesday, the 17th of February, 2016, and I'm still Chris Ellis. And yes, this is the second update in the same day on the Fullnode project. If you joined us this morning, I was talking through Ajahn in Thailand, how to set up a Raspberry Pi, and you saw us do that live on air. He didn't have the Bitcoin software just yet because we're still waiting for the official release of 0.12, but I just got him familiar with the command line on his Ubuntu desktop, which you could see there in the video, and I got him familiar with some of the command lines that he's going to need to use to create some of the disk images that we're going to send. He's able to source a lot of his own material from Thailand, like his own memory sticks and so on. But in this video, what I wanted to show was to get Ollie to demonstrate how to make contact with your Bitcoin full node. So let me just, in case you're new to this, you've probably been living under a rock, here are all the full nodes that I made the other day, 24 of them in there, okay? And they're pre-built. They haven't got the memory sticks, have not been preloaded with the software yet because we're still building it. And you can actually still download the mag link to the one Ollie and I are working on together. We've just made a new mag link, and then this is the actual full node itself. It comes in one of these boxes, a beautiful Tontec case with a fan, and yeah, and these will be preloaded with Debian Jesse and Bitcoin 0.12 and IPFS and GNU PG, like PGP, all the good things, the little computers. And they give you financial services, publishing tools, everything, just in a convenient little box, and it's all peer-to-peer. And so, Ollie, you're going to take us through how to connect to a Raspberry Pi. Well, first of all, you're going to show us how to burn an image, aren't you? You got the IMG file of the file that we're working on together.
Yeah. So I can show you the image file that I got from Chris from the thing. Let's go back. So I got it here.
Yeah, so you downloaded
Got
that.
here the image file with Jesse with the Bitcoin 0.12, isn't it?
Yeah.
Image file. It's quite a big file. So.
Yeah, that's because it's an 8 GB disk that I've got.
Yeah. And I had to extract and download it from the BitTorrent. So next thing, we'll go to Advanced IP Scanner. We'll scan a network. I've had it on for about 5 minutes, my full node, so it will scan it. Might take a little bit, take a while. And on here, view, you can view all the dead ones, but my one's not dead. So actually, I'll turn off dead. Get a little while. Let's scan through all the networks. There it is at Raspberry Pi Foundation, so we can stop that. And we can bring up Putty. Actually, shall I show them we'll all download this stuff in that? We download all the. So we can go to Advanced IP Scanner, where we download it from here. What I want to do is right now. So here, you just download it here, free download. I'm not going to download because I already have it, and we can go off that. We'll go back to we can install Putty next. So Putty is quite an easy. It's not that big actually, and these files really, but there's actually a lot of suggestions of when you install Putty. Those are things you can install.
Ollie, just slow down a little bit because you're talking very fast. You're going through things very quickly.
Oh
so
yeah.
Don't worry. It's because remember, our brains work very, very fast because we're the ADHD generation.
Yes.
All right.
So this is for Windows. This is for Windows. I think Windows 32. I'm not sure if there's a Windows 64.
Yeah.
There's a version for 64, but okay, there's Putty. You installed it from there. It's an exe file, so you can just do it on Windows. Quite easy. There's a Windows installer as well. So this is it once you install it. So my IP for here, the IP is 192.168 here .0.3. Log in with Pi, and Raspberry is the password. Here we go. So in my full node now, ls. But next thing you want to do is if you want to go in for a GUI using what is it there? The TVN viewer, the VNC it should be, but you know. So you go sudo apt-get install type VNC server. I already have it, so it's not gonna. Oh, it'll just ask me, is the newest version? There we go. Already newest version. There's a couple of upgrades that you can not upgrade it. I'm not going to upgrade now, but what you can do next. So here we go. This is what you'll type in. I'm not going to type it all over again, but this is what you would type in. Get rid of the capital X. Don't have a capital X. You can make that. You can make that anything. 780. You can make that to 1000 or anything. The depth is 24. Let me run that.
What does the depth do?
I think the depth makes it how depth of the sides, how big it is in a way.
Okay.
Well, that's the height. That's the height of 780. Anyway, so when we run that, put the +1. You have to put the one thing as well.
Is that the port number? That looks like the port number.
Pardon?
Is that the port number?
Remote host. Yeah, I think it is. It's the IP and then the port number. Yeah, and the 1. In the password, because once you actually install the VNC, actually I haven't actually installed the VNC thing from the actual VNC client viewer download. Yeah, I actually forgot to download.
Okay, can you post the link?
Got it,
can you post me the link to this in the right-hand side so that I can give everyone the link in the description? And just for those,
okay, I will in a minute.
Just for those watching, you can actually, after this show is finished live, if you're watching it afterwards, there is actually a 50% speed setting, so you can actually watch it slower. And Ollie actually moves in real time at 50% speed. You see what I mean? Because he moves twice as fast as everyone else.
Pardon? I didn't.
There's in the bottom right hand corner. So in the bottom right hand corner of this video, there's like a little toggle button, and when you press it, you can change the speed of the video. And I'm recommending to people that they slow it down by 50% when they watch you.
That's me. Okay. Alright. The VNC viewer for Windows.
Yeah. Okay.
32-bit or the 64-bit. If you don't actually know how to get the bit, which bit, you go to that, and you go to System and Security, and go System. This is Windows 8, by the way. And then it says there, where's it? 64-bit there. Operating system, so I'm 64-bit, and then when 32-bit, I do use Linux as well. That's for Mac as well, for the 64-bit, 32, then for Linux, and then a Raspberry Pi here if you want to use it on Raspberry Pi. Yeah, which is basically Linux anyway, but you know, different thing. Okay, so once you've installed that, you'll have a little section we have to type out a password. You don't have to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Create my password. Then here we go. We have a GUI of it, of the Fullnode.
Right. So what this means is that you don't have to plug it into a screen or a TV. You can just access it from your laptop. And
that's what you can do.
What password did you use? Did you use a different password to the normal one that you log in with? Is it a separate password?
Our password was for if anyone just want to type in IP and get into your Fullnode. I made that password by myself.
Okay, so it's a separate password to the normal one that you would log in with.
Yeah. That's only for that though. For Linux, normally it's Raspberry and then Pi.
Yeah.
So I'll send you the links fit now in the top right hand side.
Yeah. Not so. I've asked Janine if she can go and get the links, but you carry on because you're on a roll. So keep going. You're doing well.
What do you mean? Go. What?
We've shown people how to log in to their Fullnode via SSH, and we've also shown them how to do the VNC. The next thing I guess we want to do is burn the disk image of the new version of the software.
Yeah. The 32 disk image.
Yeah. So let's take a look at that. Show us how you do that in Windows.
Okay. So go back to this.
And don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe in between your words.
Yeah. So I can just close that. Actually, you might have to do like a bit talking to make because I need to get the card and stuff like that.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, sure. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. 5 of you now watching. This is Chris Ellis and Oliver Morris, plus Janine, Corinna, who are here with you from the Fullnode project. We are currently working and developing the new software that we're going to be bundling with the Fullnodes in the future. So you can see here we've got a couple of different pies running up there. And as we're collaborating, I'm sending, Ollie and people that I'm working with images and versions of the software. You can also see that we are downloading at the moment a version of Bitcore, which is BitPay's open source library for Bitcoin as a full node, but they've got their own sort of commands that you can run in Node.js. So they've sent us a binary that we can install, or sorry, a disk image that we can install for the Raspberry Pi. So we're going to have a go with that. So we're building on the platform, and anyone who's already pledged and is part of the Fullnode project, you've already got a Fullnode, will be entitled to a free upgrade. We'd prefer it if you downloaded the disk image, but if you're not technical, don't worry. We'll just send you in the post a new memory stick with the new software on it, because we want we want to support you and thank you for supporting the project. So yes, so Ollie is now hopefully going to show us how to do the disk image on a Raspberry Pi.
Oh, I'm muted. I just realised I was muted.
No worries.
Alright, so I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so I have it unplugged. I just unplugged my full node, so it's going to tell me that none of these are available. So I'm going to close these. Okay, so I have my full node. I have my thing plugged in. I'm going to plug it in. There we go. Where is it? Close. Oh my god. Sorry, I forgot to plug in my micro SD card.
All right. Okay, so you've got a micro SD card. How big is your memory card?
Oh, 16 gigabytes.
Okay, that's good. And the file I've sent you is 8 gigabytes, so that'll be easily enough room. So you need a memory stick that's 8 gigabytes or above, and that's because nowadays all the software that comes on it, it's bulking up. It's bigger than 4 gig. So 8 gigabytes is the next.
Yeah, I've got it now. I'm just plugging it in. I've got it in.
Okay, and so once you put the memory card in, then it comes up like that. Okay.
I'm not going to continue without scanning. So this is the old version of Jesse, that other one you sent me last night.
Yeah, that's that's right. Yeah, you could just write over that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So then we go to stream. We're going to go to Win32 disk imager. Then yes. So I'll put a link actually. I'll send it to you after this thing of the Win32 disk imager.
No problem.
Yeah, okay. So let's go to stream. Here we go. Does it here? Jesse Bitcoin. It's right. Actually, don't take that long at all. Actually, then we can write over it. This is the device here. If you ever
people have to be sure. Make it clear to everyone that they have to be sure they're picking the right drive letter, because otherwise they could accidentally overwrite the wrong disk. So my personal recommendation, just to pause you for a moment, my personal recommendation is you make sure all your other peripherals are detached, because that way there's no risk. If you've got a hard drive plugged in with important stuff on it, just unplug it if in doubt, because it's just the safest option. Okay? Yeah.
So
carry on. So you're going to overwrite it.
And you're going to writing to a physical device can corrupt the device. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. This won't take long at all, I don't think. Then it's a big folder, so it might.
Yeah, so it's an 8 gig file. So yeah, it could take maybe 10 minutes or so, but that's okay because we can talk about other things. In particular, I just want to draw everyone's attention to the Fullnode Git repo, where you can learn how to build your own. And here, this is open up terminal putty in Windows. So this is really for Windows users. What I'll do is I'll create a separate section with what Ollie has just demonstrated. so that Windows users know how to do it, because this is really for Linux users. These are more sort of, well, this is actually OS 10, but so I'm going to have to create another section for that. But then here are all the instructions for how you do it. So just to recap, let me get a couple of these links up. So you've got the disk imager. What else have you got here? Type VNC. Let me get them all up. Charlene, are you able to put them into the description?
Yes, I can do that.
Thank you.
I'm not logged in as a manager right now, so I can't do it
Okay.
live.
Okay. No, fair enough.
My big headphones are really big over my head and everything.
Okay, so we've got PuTTY, Type VNC, and Windows 32. Is there anything else? Okay, so let me just screen share that.
Let me have a look. Oh yeah, the advanced IP scanner.
Oh yeah, advanced IP scanner. Put that in there.
I'll just send that to you now. Actually, no, you can probably just type it in maybe.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think the top one, yeah, or the bottom one. It doesn't matter.
Okay, this is their official website. So, oh, this is for Windows only, it looks like. So that's fine. There are ones for Mac as well, but for OS 10, you can just go into the App Store on the latest versions of OS 10, Yosemite and above. You can just click on the App Store, just click in IP scanner. There are lots of them out there. Just pick one that's got a good rating. Now, in fact, if you own a full node, you actually don't need to know what the IP address is. Do you need to know what the IP address is for a Windows machine? Because it's got a host name, which is just fullnode.local, so you might just be able to get to it via fullnode.local.
Yeah. I had to do IP, but you could have Wireshark as well, but that'd be another program probably quite useful.
Yeah, Wireshark's a bit more advanced, I think. That would scare off a lot of users.
But the other one's advanced as well, advanced IP scanner.
That's true. But it's a bit easier to use.
Okay, it's done 36%.
Okay, so yeah, so the other thing that you need is PuTTY for Windows. That's the replacement for the terminal. Type VNC is the software that you'll need to do the remote desktop, and you'll also need to do the installation on the Raspberry Pi as well, which we'll do as well. And then there's the Win32 disk imager, which you need for this process that we're doing now, which is to actually create the disk. And yeah, the command, so let's just put that up on the screen. So if I go just yeah, so the command is sudo apt-get install type VNC server. That's what you need to put into the Raspberry Pi in order to get that working. And you need it both.
By the way, on that geometry, you don't have to have 890. You could have it equal to anything. The pixel.
Sorry,
I'm not sure if you have to have depth anyway. I'm not sure. I've done it before without depth.
Is the depth like the refresh rate or something?
I'm not sure actually.
I'm wondering if it's something to do with the refresh. The other thing that people should know about VNC is that it can slow the machine down. What I might do is I might put VNC on the devices as standard in the future. Maybe not in this particular version, but depending on the amount of space, just so that if people want to, they can go in via the VNC. Is Type VNC on OS 10 as well?
I'm not sure. I'll have a look.
Download now. Let's have a look.
Yes, it has actually. If you come back to the other website, the real VNC one, the one that I put and she put, Johnny put as the other one. There's a Mac. You have a look at that other one. I just put
real VNC. But does that? Well, wait. Does real VNC work with the same software though?
I'm not sure. I download it from here actually. I think.
So hang on. Okay, so there's
I'll try and download it and I'll have a look what it does.
VNC.
Actually, no, don't do that because it will ask you to put your name, address, and all that stuff. So I'll try and find another link for that. Once you put your
sudo apt-get, yeah, it looks like you can also do sudo apt-get real VNC server or viewer on Linux as well.
Yeah, it is viewer. Okay, I keep saying you need to put your name, address in. So just use the other one. I'm not sure. Type in Mac after and have a look. I'll type in Mac after and have a look.
We could try installing it on the one I've got here, the Raspberry Pi I've got here, just to test it. But it does look like there is such a thing as real VNC. Sudo apt-get install real VNC.
75% done now.
Okay.
Once it's done, all I have to do is plug it in the Pi. Is that it then?
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
When you're wearing earphones, they get all headphones. They get all hot.
Yeah, real VNC.
With the radiation. Very close, actually.
Yeah, I can install real VNC server. Oh no, can't. So it's unable to locate package. Okay, so that's not the correct package. Config. Going locally.
Getting excited now because 99%. Okay, I'm going to share screen now. It's done. Right, successfully. Successful. Like that. Right, it's done.
Fantastic. Okay.
Okay,
So now.
Okay, I'm going to unplug it now and put it in the Pi. Also, should I log in remotely or should I use my monitor?
Well, you can do both actually. Just plug your monitor in anyway, just so you.
It does take a
can
little bit
see.
longer actually, but you know.
No,
Yeah.
plug the monitor in anyway. It'll be good for you to see it as well, just in case you need to diagnose any problems. I'm just trying to see if I can do the sudo apt-get real VNC. I can't locate it.
Actually, I don't know how I'm going to film a monitor.
You don't need to. It's just so that you can see it.
Yeah, okay. Actually, maybe, because I got another camera, so I can maybe connect that and have that connected. Yeah, that. Okay, it's starting up. The first thing it's saying is start job is running for dev disk by. Is that meant to happen or?
What's it saying?
The start job is running for dev disk by. And it's taken say 1 minute and 30 seconds. Dot device.
I don't know. I need to see what you're seeing. Can you point your camera at it or?
Yeah, I will. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, so what have we got? So we've been having some problems getting this to work, haven't we?
Yeah.
So is it not loading up, or?
I'm trying to bottom there. Can you see it or not?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we
Yeah,
go.
so it says load now. Okay. It's assigned as root now. Locked again.
Oh, it's done it again as root. Oh, so we got the same problem that we had last time, where for some
The
reason it's
soup
not.
high.
Yeah, I know, but then there's something wrong with it, isn't there? If it's not letting you log in as if it's forcing
So
you to
look,
log
we're
in
going
as
to
root.
emergency mode as well.
Yeah, it's emergency mode. Yeah, there's something wrong, I think, with the disk image. I don't know what it is. Not sure whether it's.
Could it be my SD card? I use another one.
It's possible, but it's unlikely.
Is there any way to get into start X with that? I think is sudo start X. Now that rainbow as well.
Oh well, that's just because it's undervolting. You need to put it. Oh, so we got desktop. Okay, well that's working.
See that?
So what's it saying? Should point the camera up a little
session
bit.
for PID 530.
You need to point the camera further up, mate. Just point it a little bit further. No session for PID 530. Okay, yeah, something's clearly not right.
So I got now it's sounded as root again. So I can do soup high and then I'm logged in. Again. I'm logged in now as root.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if there's like an own issue with.
Yeah. I can show you about if I log in as Bitcoin. I don't think it works, but there's nothing in the file. I don't think. No, nothing in the file.
Do do the blkid command. Let's list all the disks. So sudo. I've written it in the chat. blkid.
Yeah.
In the private chat on the video. Yeah. So what does that say?
4185.
Are you seeing the Bitcoin data folder?
Yeah.
So it is a big blockchain data or Bitcoin data folder.
Can you see it or not?
Say again?
Can you see it or not?
I can just about see it, yeah, just about. Yeah, okay. So it is there, it is mounted. So if you do cd .bitcoin, does it let you into that folder?
I'm already in the folder.
Yeah, but if you change directory. Oh, you in there?
Yeah.
Well, do ls then. Try ls, see what's in there.
Nothing in there.
Ah, okay, there's nothing in there. So it's not mounting it. So try the sudo nano fs tab thing. You know the command? I can type it in for you. Nano etc. folder.
I have to write down the UUID then.
Yeah, you'd have to write down the UUID, yeah, or just open up a new window.
Okay.
So it's
a new window. Okay, yeah, I can write down.
41. Yeah, and that way you can just
copy. Root again.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to su pi, yeah. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's probably because of the way I'm cloning the disk.
What are you doing then?
Well, I'm doing what I did before, which is just doing a DD on the whole disk, but it's obviously messing up the way that it's.
CD nano.
Etc. and then FS tab. So just type FS and then hit the tab key, and it will actually auto complete it for you.
It's not.
Oh no, not CD, mate. Sorry, it's sorry, it's sudo. It starts with sudo. So go back to where it says CD. Instead of CD, you need sudo because you're trying to open up a text editor. So nano, and then etc. FS tab. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And then
So
you
where do
need
I
to
type it?
and then you need to change the UUID to the one on the left-hand side, which begins 4. Or I can't see it; it's a bit blurry, but 41 something.
Yeah, I can see it. 418.
And
It's
then,
important stuff that the viewers now know.
yeah, that's true. Okay, and then Control X, and then hit Y.
Control X and then press
Yeah,
Y.
and then
Yeah.
hit Y, and then hit Return, and then do su2 reboot. And then when that reboots, it should load up. It should mount it to that folder. But I'm still not sure why it's loading up into emergency mode, and I need to find out why it's doing that.
Okay, it's rebooting now.
Cool.
Before it's getting on a train, maybe. Start job is running. You see out there.
Point the camera down to the left a little bit.
You see that or not? Start job.
Yeah, but go to the left a little bit. I can't see the whole line. I can't see the whole line. Go to the pan to the left a little bit. And a bit more, because it's just saying device. Like, what is it saying? There's something wrong with the clusters. Yeah, I think keep going to the left because I can't see the whole line. I think there's a problem with the clusters. 83 files, dev, disk, device. Huh. I'm not sure.
It goes after 1 minute and 30 seconds though.
Yeah, but I can't see the root of the error. It's something to do with the integrity of the disk image that I've sent you, I think.
Once it gets to 1 minute and 38 seconds, I'll go back up. Yeah. Okay, now it's logging as root again though.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's in emergency mode. But have a CD into the .bitcoin folder and do an ls and see if there's anything in there.
What, as pi or root?
Oh, you can do it as either. It doesn't really matter.
There is no Bitcoin suit. There is no .bitcoin file in root.
Oh, of course. Sorry, yeah, SuPi. Sorry, you are right. Yeah, SuPi, and then do the cd.bitcoin. You need to go to the left a little bit so that we can see it, because I can't see it on your screen.
You see it now? Or?
No, you need to go to the left. You need to pan left. That's the right you're going. Yeah.
No, not. No, it's that way.
Okay.
Do the opposite of what you're saying.
yeah.
Go over that way.
Okay. So is the .bitcoin folder there, or?
The .bitcoin folder is there.
Okay. What's in there?
Nothing.
Ah, okay. So Okay, we're going to have to troubleshoot that then, potentially off air. We can still use the instructions that you made earlier on because they're still sound. It's just that we're having a problem with this image that we're sending you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird.
So yeah, okay, don't worry. What we'll do then, Ollie, is we'll resolve it off air. But I think what we can do is use all the material that you made earlier on, and we can just like edit that together and put it as part of the documentation, because that still works on its own, and then we'll work together on rebuilding the image, and then we'll come back and show everyone that working. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. As you can see, this is the real world, and in the real world, things go wrong, and so we like to show all of the warts and all of this process. But yeah, right now I'm just building the Fullnode and putting various software on it and trying to share it with Ollie and Steve and people that are collaborating with me. And inevitably problems arise, as you've seen. But all the stuff at the beginning of the video is correct. If you follow those instructions, you can do the same. And we'll be back with an update very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.